Welcome back to the Novice Garage videos, guys. It feels really good to say that because it's been a long time since we posted anything. A lot has happened in the last 2 years, and one of the things that happened is we've gotten a brand new to us house. Not brand new house, but brand new to us. And the reason why I say that is this house is really old, but it's a sweet house. We're currently renovating it to do a bunch of content, and it served kind of as our HQ to do all of our drift and drag events and urban racing events. So without further ado, let's show you guys what's going on. So I'm not gonna go over all the cars at the house in this video. If you guys wanna see that, drop a comment. We probably will end up doing another video just showcasing all the cars we have here. Not all of them are mine. We have a couple people that live here that help with the events and help make the wheels turn around here. But this video is about the house. But before I get to the house, let's talk about the trailer we have. So over the last 3 years, we have been really busy building an event company. Essentially what we do is we go rent out racetracks, or it used to be parking lots, and we sell tickets to drifters, spectators, and car show people, along with our partners. We've grown a lot. It's actually my full-time gig right now, and this trailer basically runs the entire company. So I'm not gonna go super in-depth because this is not a trailer video, but yeah, it's currently a complete mess in here. But we have tents for our events, we have helmets, we have a paid ride-along system where drift drivers can be paid, which is pretty sweet. We have all of our totes on top. We have like station totes for, you know, check-in, tech, track safety, drag racing safety, you name it. We have totes for everything. Scooters, we have a toolbox. We actually own a tire machine now, so we can change out our own tires, because when you're drifting, you have to change a lot of tires, so it sucks to go to a tire shop every time to do that. But yeah, so this is the first thing that sits at the urban house. It is a 24-foot trailer, and surprisingly, my Ford Raptor pulls it just fine, which is actually really cool. All right, so first up, we got the garage. We currently just painted it. This house was built in 1957, so it's really freaking old. Got a pretty decent deal on it, but it just sucks having such an old house because it feels like we're always fixing stuff. But on the other hand, we get to learn a lot about fixing houses and remodeling, so that's pretty cool. So we just painted all these cabinets gray. We painted this wall white. This is gonna kind of serve as a place to not only store vehicles when it hails outside, but also work on cars for videos and get the drift cars fixed, because the drift cars are always breaking. And before we go inside the house, I'm gonna show you guys the reason why I purchased this property is actually the backyard. So this house does sit on half an acre, which honestly is the main reason I purchased this place. When I found this place back in 2021, I believe, I literally didn't even look at the house too much. I looked at the property and the location. So when COVID hit, I actually got into real estate for 3 years, just got out of it. But the number one thing I learned in real estate is it's all about the location, and this property had location. So it's in the middle of a town called North Richland Hills. For any of you guys that are here local in Dallas-Fort Worth, you probably know where this is. We're literally 5 minutes from the highway, and I have half an acre to do whatever I need to do, store all of our event stuff. We could have a bunch of cars here, technically. First things first, now granted, backyard is not finished. We have a lot of plans for it. We've just been super busy doing all the events. We have a tire stockpile. So we usually have a huge inventory of tires because our events are drift events. And yeah, that's what this serves for. So we actually made a relationship with a local dealership, and we would go every Tuesday and get free tires. We get free 18-inch tires, 19-inch tires, 20-inch tires, and 21-inch tires. So that was pretty sweet. I actually started a reselling business as well, selling the tires on Facebook. But honestly, one thing I learned as an entrepreneur is you don't want to have too many irons in the fire, aka shiny object syndrome. But that is what's up with the tires. Next thing we have is our porch. It is currently not set up to have guests over, but will be very soon. It's pretty sweet too, because whenever it hails, or you know, here in North Texas you have a lot of severe weather, we can actually we can actually park cars underneath it, and it doubles as a carport. So that's pretty cool. Next up is our 18-foot trailer. Again, this video is not a vehicle review or, you know, showcasing all the cars we have here, but this is in the backyard. I figured I'd talk about it. So this is one of two trailers we have. You guys saw the first trailer a couple minutes ago. This trailer is awesome. It's way more lightweight. It's easier for my truck to pull, and we haul all of our rental cars with this. So we actually have 2 Mustangs that we rent out at the events. So if you want to learn how to drift and you don't have a car, we have rental cars that you can actually rent out. And this trailer transports both of them one at a time, obviously. So that's pretty sweet. We just mowed back here, so it looks pretty sweet. But back here in the corner, we have a lot of storage space, which is awesome. So we have all of our cones right here. And actually, our cone collection is looking a little bit slim. I don't know where the rest of them are. But we have a bunch of cones right here. We have space to park a car if we need to. We just have to be careful because you're not supposed to have a car in the grass, and you know, you don't want to get a bunch of rats in your car and whatnot. All right, this is where the age of the house truly shows. This is a barn that I am 90% sure is original to the house. It looks extremely rough. In fact, I want to do a video where we hook up the Raptor and pull this thing down with a chain, because that'd be really fun. But if you go inside of it, the thing about it is the framing actually is not that bad. It smells really bad in here. It smells like mildew and rotten wood, but yeah, the framing of the barn is not totally shot, so this has kept me from tearing it down thus far. However, it does serve as a good place to store stuff that, you know, isn't too important, like tires. Great place for storing tires. Okay, next up is a much more usable building slash structure. This is like a little miniature workshop. Also, I believe this came original with the house, built in probably the 60s or maybe even 1957. My 240, which we'll get to here in a second, fits perfectly underneath here. So right now it's used as lawnmower cover, because these things do not like to sit out in the rain. But yeah, we have some storage space up here, which is pretty sweet. We also have a work table, which currently is just being used to store random stuff. I'd like to do some more work out here, but I believe the previous owner actually was like some kind of was some kind of like woodworker guy, because he had all kinds of little jugs full of nails and I don't know, whatever he was building. He was building cool stuff apparently. So we also have done a lot of repairs to this house in the last 2 years. One of them has been the fence. It is insanely expensive to take down the whole fence, so we've just been patching the fence as we need to, but whenever it needs to be patched, we do a really good job, or try to at least, and replace a whole panel to make sure it looks good. So yeah, if I ever get like an ATV or a side-by-side or something that's kind of like an outdoor power sports toy, this is a perfect place to park that. Oh, also pretty cool, we got a little mount for the weed eater up here, which is pretty sweet. Found that out. Next up is the 240. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this because it is in the backyard right now. So this is the lifted 240. For any of y'all that have been watching Novice Garage for any amount of time, you've probably seen this on the channel. She's still around. She still runs. She's still around. This thing has been put through hell and back. It needs a lot of TLC, but actually I think that's one of the next videos, getting this thing fixed up. What's up, bro?
What's up?
We got Greg and Jamal. Are y'all here for the video?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, that's
Oh no, you're here to borrow my trailer.
the video first, yeah.
For the video, if y'all lived here, what would be the first thing y'all would do?
Throw all your tires out.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're a drifter, you know what the tires?
The tires that fit, yes, not the tires that are 22s and 21s and 20s that don't fit any of our cars.
Haircut looks good, dude.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Looks really good. You look like half drill sergeant.
Finally got rid of the long hair.
You got the fade and everything.
Yeah, and
your
I got
mustache.
a job, dude.
You got a job?
Yeah.
Look at the mustache. Yeah. Damn, I need some work. Hell yeah. We're next up, we have the blue Mustang. We actually have two blue Mustangs. Greg's is outside. Greg's is rental car number 2. But yeah, these Mustangs are actually rental cars. So we rent them out to people that don't know how to drift and don't have a car. And we do it at the urban racing drift and drag events. So they're pretty sweet. But this is a 2002 Mustang GT. It has been through hell and back as well. I think everything at this house has been through hell and back for the most part. But one thing that's cool about this car is it actually has a KBD bumper. So if any of y'all don't know, KBD actually makes bumpers. They're like bulletproof in a way. What would you call them? Elastic? You can just kick it. You can do whatever you want. You want to give it a kick, Greg? Yeah. Now, granted, down here the exhaust is a little bit bent, so it's not the bumper, it's the exhaust, but these things are really durable. I need to paint it as well. So
Kits by Daddy, look him up.
Kits by Daddy. Kits by Daddy. Is that his Instagram?
That's not. That's what
About
we
to
call
say.
it. That's respect to him. That's all that is.
We actually have a Kirky drag racing seat, and I feel like I am the only one who actually really likes this seat. I feel like everyone hates this seat, but one thing that's cool about this seat is it's actually electric. So you reach your hand down here and it goes forward, it goes backward, it even goes up and down too. If you guys ever want to rent this car out, I know this is like not a great ad for it because it is getting fixed, but if you guys ever want to rent it out and drive it at an event, you can go to urbanracingtx.com and reserve it today for October 27th, because that's our next event. And then the rest of the backyard is just the rest of the backyard. We have space for parking more cars. We have some signs over here for the events, because doing Texas Motor Speedway, you have to have lots of signs. So But lots of room for activities. We've talked about maybe making like a little dirt track back here to ride these electric dirt bikes and go-karts around. But if you guys have any ideas for what to do in the backyard that we're not doing already, drop a comment. Let's see it. I'm always game. Maybe like a freaking rope swing from the tree to the roof. I don't know. Okay, so that was the outside of the house. We're gonna show you guys the inside. Not the fanciest house in the world, but gets the job done. The main thing to show you guys about this house is like how far it's come. So first thing I'm gonna show you guys is the floor. This is like an original wood floor, probably from 1957. It's old, it's really old. It needs to be refinished, which this is on the to-do list. But when I first bought this house, I bought it from a 90-year-old lady, and she had like this thick plush, if plush is the word, she had like this thick pink carpet that was probably like this thick. And it was logical, right? If she were to fall, take a tumble, she's not gonna break a bone. So that made sense. But we had to get all that carpet out, remove all of it. It was really gross. It was really heavy. I think we weighed it at the landfill. It was like 1,200 pounds of carpet just from the kitchen and hallway. So underneath that, on this side, was this wood floor, which again needs to be refinished. But we did redo the kitchen. So what was interesting about the kitchen, and this was probably the roughest part of the house, it had layers of like stick-on tile. Same thing with the walls. She had like 3 or 4 layers, maybe more, of wallpaper. Was it more? It was a lot. Just layers and layers of wallpaper, layers and layers of stick-on tile. So this is the new kitchen. I'm also gonna show the floor picture. So when I first bought this house, there was a wall right here. It did not look anything like this. We also had a wall, like I said, right here. If you follow this line of the tile, it was like an L. And it was super closed off. It was just gross. Gross was the word. So much better kitchen. This was about, I don't know, $12,000 later, $13,000 later. But we have a nice island, we have a stove, and we finally have an oven. This kitchen is missing everything except for an oven. And Trey is the oven. Trey's cooking something on social media right now.
We put the cat in there the other day.
We also got a really awesome refrigerator. We got it off Facebook. It was used. Makes some weird noises though, so I'm not quite sure what's up with that. I think he likes it. This is Urban the cat. Say hi, Urban. Urban the cat is actually not our cat. He's our cat now, but not really our cat. His name is really cute. He has the best name in the world. Like I said, his name is Urban, and he's a pain in all of our asses. He's a good cat. Here, Trey, you can have him now.
I like the cat. I didn't at first. I hated cats, but I kind of like them. Not gonna lie.
Next up, we have the dining room. And like I said, not a very fancy house. We're almost halfway through this inside of this house tour. More than halfway. But this is the dining room. When I first bought the house, it was covered in hideous wallpaper. So we had all that stripped off. And we did most of the work except for the kitchen. I had a contractor help us with the kitchen. He did most of the work. Contractor did the kitchen. He also did the dining room, but we did all the tile for the most part. And it looks a hell of a lot better. So we don't really spend that much time in here. We should. We also have an amazing portrait by Mr. Devin Urig. Thank you, Devin. We still have that up. And also an amazing piece by my dad, which is crooked. My OCD is being triggered right now. There we go. So Gabby's responsible for most of the paintings throughout the house. 2, 1.
So we just started remodeling part of the house. I think we're gonna continue throughout the rest of the house, but this is my room.
MTV Cribs. Just kidding.
We just painted the bunk bed. I built this loft whenever I first moved in. We painted all the walls and baseboards. It's looking good. We just need to move some furniture in, but
yeah, so this is Trey and Brant's room. Also, you guys painted the windows, which I wish I had an original window to show you guys on camera, but it looks way better with the white. Looks way better. You got a nice TV stand. Trey's actually a woodworker too, aren't you?
a little bit. We remodeled the house and I learned a lot. So
You built this whole bunk bed, dude. Show them how sturdy this bunk bed is.
very sturdy. It's attached to the wall. It weighs
going.
a lot. It's not going anywhere.
Also, quick Buddy tour. But dude, Buddy hasn't been on the channel in a long time, so it's probably been about 2 years since Buddy's been in a video. So this is grown up Buddy. Sit. He knows some basic commands. He knows how to high five, and this is Nala. Okay, good. Also, it wouldn't be my house without motivational posters literally everywhere. 100% focus, 100% commitment, 100% motivation, and because my AC set to 75, 100% electricity bill, because this is really expensive to cool. This house insulation sucks. But yeah, we got that one. We also got this weird Japanese poster that I can't read, so it's also in English here, which is really nice. This cat will randomly lay down everywhere. He has a good life. All right. So this is my office. This is actually a good example of what Trey's room looked like before they painted it. Just white. Actually, this is technically, we painted this room too. It just doesn't look as good as yours. So yeah, very basic office. I got a split screen computer for all of my event work. It's very dusty right now, but yeah, this is a very small house, 1,500 square feet. It's not very small, there's smaller houses, right? But very modest. And I think the most interesting thing about this house is the bathrooms. Let's show them the bathroom real quick. Dirty as hell in here, isn't it, Trey?
Yeah.
This is the guest bathroom, right? Pretty good size. And you know how it usually goes with houses, the master bathroom is usually bigger. Not this one. Let me show you guys. The master bathroom. Look how small it is in here. I think we can get maybe 4 people. Dude, it's like a jail cell almost. It's extremely tiny. It's so small. This is the master. But I'm grateful though. We have a place to live. Some people don't even have a roof over their head. And yeah, that is the house. Is there anything else? Also, can't forget this. Needs to be a million. And then finally, we head right back to where I started, which is the front yard. We have this nice long driveway. It's kind of a curve, which is a little bit hard for backing up trailers, but works out great. We can keep the trailer parked here. We have 3 broken cars. They're all broken. 3 broken cars in the driveway that are waiting to get fixed. So we have lots of room for activities in the front yard. We also have tons of parking space. Let's show them. We have tons of parking. So I grew up on a corner lot as a kid, and it's cool because like as an adult, my first house that I buy is also a corner lot, which is really nice because when you have a car addiction like ourselves, you need a place to put all your cars. Yeah, we literally have this entire street to park cars on. Last but not least, I'm going to show you guys a little bit about our security system. So unfortunately, living here, this house attracts a lot of attention, and we've had some petty theft incidents. So we're only going to show you one of them for security reasons, but this is one of our cameras. So I have hours invested into these cameras. The coolest thing about these guys, they actually move with you. And I don't know how well they work with 2 people.
It's moving.
But as you walk to the side, it'll actually follow you and watch where you're going. All right, that's it for today's video. If you guys want to see any deep dive video on any of the cars in particular, like the 240 for example, drop a comment below. But we have a lot of fun here. Super excited doing the videos again. We're back on the video grind. And also Drift and Drag, our main event, is coming October 27th. So make sure you guys come out to that. But without further ado, sounds so boomer. That sounds so boomer. See you guys October 27th. See you guys in the next video. Catch y'all later.